G'day, guys. This is a quick announcement. Bart's channel has been sort of attacked by a whole lot of, misanthropists that want to silence him. They've basically been, putting out a whole lot of spurious claims to the YouTuber censor board. And Bart's received quite a few strikes on his main channel. As a consequence of that, he's actually taken it. He's taken it down. YouTube haven't taken it down. He's just put into a sort of like a stasis, a bit like what Bobby did. So until he can basically go through the motions with YouTube on the claims of these strikes. Now, I don't know all the details. Bart sent out an email, and I just contacted him via email earlier. And just asked him what was the situation, what was happening and all that. And he said he's got a program tomorrow on the Meat Militia. So let me just share my screen quickly. So basically, critical sit rep meeting, live update, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Daylight, which is the sort of the US sort of time in the evening. Most of his subscribers tend to be US, so he actually uses that. It's Australian Eastern Standard Time. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. New Zealand time, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow, that is, or in 9 hours from now, to be more precise. So it's on the Meat Militia channel. So get there. Somebody's sitting up there, setting their alarm clock on. I'll have to do the same thing because, I usually struggle on the weekends getting up that early. It's about 9 o'clock, and then I get myself ready, and then I go for my walk. So for Bart, I'll definitely get up in that regard. So that's pretty much it. So you guys knew what it's all about. So he'll give us a bit of a rundown tomorrow about what the situation is, what his steps are, what he's going to do, and stuff like that. Please get down there and support him. If people haven't subscribed to the Meat Militia one or any of his other channels, please do so he can get as much support as possible. Because we don't know what's going to happen with the main channel at this stage. We're hoping that he'll be able to get it up and running again, and he'll get them off his back. I suspect a lot of these are spurious, sort of attacks. But then again, with a censor board, the way it is with social media nowadays, you never know what the situation, how things could unfold. But at least this announcement is really to get your attention to know what's happening, because a lot of people probably are wondering that are only subscribed to the main channel, and they're probably looking and going, what happened? Where's it gone? He's basically put it into stasis for the time being until, all this sort of strike nonsense goes away or gets sorted one way or another. So we'll find out tomorrow. It's a bit disappointing, all this whole situation. It's becoming far more difficult on YouTube for Carnivore and other sites that basically are talking about slightly what are considered controversial issues, which really they're not, in a sense. We're talking the truth. We're putting out the obvious stuff. We're discussing, the situation in, when it comes to the food supply, when it comes to these conflicts and, some of the geopolitics behind it, just to bring you people up to date so you don't get the wool poured over your head. The reality is that most general YouTube stuff are out there, commercial, clickbaity, just more concerned about selling product, and dubious product in many cases, or dubious ideologies and stuff like that. Unfortunately, people that are practical, down to earth, that are just, sensible people that are pointing out the obvious, nonsense out there are being basically strucken off and harassed, basically. So it's just unfair. It's wrong, but this is the situation we're living in. It's really, people need to, Bart will tell us more about it tomorrow, how to go about it. But I would still complain. Let's find out exactly all the details and how we can go about complaining to YouTube and all that. He may want us to hold off. He may have another strategy in mind. So I'll let him, because after all, it is his channel. So it's his call. This is more just an announcement so you guys know what's happening, what the situation is. A number of my subscribers are also Bart subscribers. For those who aren't, why aren't you? Please get over there and subscribe at least to the Meat Militia at this stage and any of his other channels, and try and get those numbers up so we can at least get some of the good messages out there. He's an academic that left academia out of disgust for the shenanigans and lies and sort of manipulation of data, what we call adjusted data. It's all fabrication. And he couldn't stomach that sort of nonsense anymore. And basically has come onto social media and all that to let you people know, explain to a lot of you people how they do it, how they fabricate, how they manipulate the data, how to read data. And also how to, he'll always, if you send him a study, he'll pull it apart and explain where the errors are. So so he's a valuable resource for us. Not many other carnivore doctors or sites out there have his knowledge in terms of statistics. So he is basically a peer reviewer. He's also got a out of his multiple qualifications that he's got, one is in statistics. And that's a really important one, to be able to pull things apart and explain to us how we're being manipulated, how we're being deceived and all that. And so he's a valuable person. He's a truth teller, and really important that, he's around and isn't silenced. But unfortunately, there are a lot of misanthropists out there that are trying to silence him. That's true. So he's in a bit of a difficult spot at the moment. So he needs all your support and love, and probably a good idea for some people out there to maybe give him, a few super chats as well tomorrow, to give him a bit of support and show your support to him, because he'll need it. His main channel now, he's not going to be earning any income from it. So that's another issue for him, so keep that all in mind. We need to keep him, viable in a sense. So that's pretty much it. Please turn up. It's in about 9 hours from now, approximately, slightly, well, let me just get it right. So where's YouTube? Never. It's probably for Australian Eastern Standard Time, it's 10 hours. Well, 9 hours and 45 minutes to be more precise. They never give you the minutes and all that, which makes it a bit confusing. So that's for Australian Eastern Standard Time. So obviously it's going to be much earlier in other parts of the world for their time slot. So it'll be the evening for the other side of the earth in that regard. So please be there and show your support for Bart. He needs it. And also get this announcement out as much as possible. Also go to the Meat Militia page, which I will put in the description. So you can actually just go directly to the video and actually share it around, on your social media platforms. I've already posted on my Facebook. So share it around. you know, unfortunately, I can't do it on my Twitter because I got they won't allow me to post anymore on my Twitter account. So, which is yeah. So I'm using a different one actually. So it's an alias one. So I'll post it on that, but it's pretty annoying because my other one was better known, and yeah, it's yeah. So I know what Bart's going through because I've had that done to me. So I'm hoping that now that Elon is, I probably should actually ask for it to be reinstated, you know, to be, you know, allowed to be able to post and all that. Maybe that's changed. I should check. But yeah, but pretty much, guys, get the message out far and wide. Also through Discord as well. So try, you know, so that's Lukey and NecroKitty. So try and get it as far as wide as possible on other sites that you know that a lot of people that follow. Get it out there. Make sure that people are aware and know where to go. It'll be in my description of this video. So that's pretty much it. And, you know, mate, I hope things work out for you pretty much, you know. So anyway, see you for now.